welcome everyone. My name is Shirley and I will be your moderator for tonight's discussion, Insurance Verification, the Key to Successful Dental Billing. Tonight's webinar will be conducted by Angelica Corcoran. She's our speaker this evening. I'm really excited to welcome you, Angelica. Thank you so much. Angelica is a team leader at eAsisst. She's also a dental hygienist, educator, and a communication coach. So before we get started, I'd love to take a moment to go over some quick housekeeping. If you have any questions, I will be sending you our email so that you can email them to us at the end of the webinar. CE is not available this evening. And yes, any questions, I will be adding the email to our chat box in a moment. Angelica, welcome, and thank you for being with us tonight. I will pass it over to you now.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Good evening, everyone. We are here today to discuss insurance verification and what does that mean with eAsisst. Insurance verification is one of the most important tasks to be done correctly to ensure that dental billing is also going to flow correctly. So we're going to get started with some information about insurance verification with eAsisst. I'm trying to get, and then I'm sorry, let's see here. There we go. So eAsisst has been doing dental billing for over 10 years. We've been putting money back in the pockets of dentists for nation's dedicated dentists for a long time, reducing the stress and their time to do that in the office. So we've been taking off your plate things that you can now dedicate to the patients that are in front of you, which are the patients right there that need your attention the most. We are the number one, the nation-leading dental billing platform. We have created many tools to serve each individual dental office to the best of our ability. And we also provide many other services besides dental insurance verification. We do dental insurance billing and aging. We do obviously dental insurance verification. We also work with patient portion and statements and billing. We also do your dental practice accounting, bookkeeping, and payroll. We also work with credentialing, and we can also update your schedule, your fee schedule. We also have a full schedule in patient recall retention, which is going to your schedule. And for those patients that didn't schedule an appointment, they go in and they find them in the system for you, and they call them and they schedule the appointment for you. Just a little bit background of my accomplishments. So for today, my hope is for you to really understand what's the gain inside of insurance verification process, and understanding why insurance verification is such an essential part of the revenue for the cycle of management. So approximately 2/3 of Americans are enrolled in private insurances. This is, what's insurance verification? This is pretty much a deep dive into patient insurance coverage to ensure accurate treatment plan for fewer denied claims. So obviously, if you get, insurances are known to try to stop payments. So they will pick in throughout the information that's provided to them. If there's a wrong date of birth, or if there's a wrong number, or if there's a wrong last name, that claim is going to be denied, therefore delaying the payment. So that's why it's so important. So like I said, it is the number one of crucial problems that we encounter of getting claims not paid is because the insurance verification was not done correctly. So rejections and denials due to incorrect information are most common reasons for unnecessary delays in reimbursements. Even the smallest error on the claim, like I said, one number for the date of birth, or maybe a last name, or maybe a misspelling of the name, can actually cause denials or delays. So lack of verification can also lead to increased patient balance, which leads to dissatisfaction and possibly even practice. If the patient comes to your practice and the insurance verification was done incorrectly, and that claim is not paid, and now the patient receives a balance, they're going to be upset with the office and calling to question, why am I getting this bill if I have dental insurance due to a small error? So obviously that's why you verify patient's insurance prior to their appointment. You can confidently collect the estimated patient portion at the time of service. So when the patient arrived to the visit, the insurance verification should have been completed with everything accurate in the system, ready to go, so the patient has a more of a comfortable knowing what they're going to come in for and what they're going to pay. It's never good to have surprises when it comes down to payments. Financial discussions without insurance verification. Obviously, insurance verification is a way of getting your patient to know what their copay is, right, or where their limitation is for certain things. So obviously, without the accurate insurance breakdown, patients will have unexpected credits or balance after the insurance pays. So the insurance verification done prior to appointment is very ideal. So bottom line, we know that insurance verification is important. And the reason why is collect estimated patient portion at the time of service, decrease insurance denials and follow-ups and obviously upset patients, and maximize office collections. That's why it's so important. Once we get the verification done, we get the correct date of birth, the correct name, the correct amount for the maximums and the limitations and the time we enter in the system or not. We do have two options, which I'll go over with you. You can then have information that's correct in the system. So whenever we do send those claims, it goes in clean and it comes back with the payment on time. So when you are verifying patient insurance benefits, right, we wanted to develop a way that you gather that information from the patients days prior of the appointment, so that you can get, if you have a HIPAA compliant way of having the patient send you the picture of the insurance card, that will help, because sometimes the names that people put it on the schedule are sometimes not the same name that's in the insurance card, or maybe it's a mistake by an ID number. So the developer pre-appointment readiness plan to have all patient and insurance information before the patients enter the practice, it's very important. So what does that mean? As I was saying, gather accurate patient and subscribing information, verify insurance coverage, obtain pre-authorization if needed, schedule and to the correct provider. That's very important. A lot of the times people are busy at the dental office and they are scheduling patients and they don't check the provider. So the office also has that on their end to pay attention to. Enter everything in practice manager system, which is the software, confirming the appointment twice, and ensure patients know the treatment schedule for what time and day. So that's going to improve your patient retention. And like I was saying, if you have a HIPAA secure texting service to contact patients, ask them to send a photo of the insurance card prior to their appointment. That's going to ensure that the team can reach out to that information, call the insurance company, or get it to the portal and put all that information either in a HIPAA secure form or directly to the software. And I'm going to talk about that. So insurance verifications questions to ask. What is the plan effective date? Sometimes patients don't know those things. So that's why the insurance verification through the portal or via phone call is more important. Is there a deductible? It hasn't been paid. What is the annual maximum? How much has been met? What treatments are covered under the plan? What percentage are the treatment covered? Is that a pre-authorization required? Some insurance companies will require pre-authorizations to certain treatments. So those are some of the questions that we do have in our forms that we'll directly share with the office. Additional questions, like I was saying, what are the frequency limits? Have the frequency limits been met? Is that a waiting period for certain procedures? Is that an alternative benefit clause? Is there a missing two clause? For secondary coverage, is there a non-duplicate duplication of benefits clause? So, some patients even have 3 dental insurance companies. So that's all going to be added to the form before the patient arrived for the appointment, which is very important. So once again, a little background of all the services that eAsisst provide. We do provide dental insurance billing and aging, which is dealing with all your insurance billing, sending clean claims, and getting that payment posted for you on time, working your aging. Patient portion and statements is dealing with all that patient portion that has not been collected at the data service. Insurance verification and eligibility, which was what I've been talking about this whole time. We also can take care of a dental practice accountant and bookkeeping. We do credentialing, and we can update your fee schedules at the same service. Full schedule and patient recall and retention. That service is when you have maybe patients that have come to the office either for a hygiene appointment or they didn't schedule their next appointment, and we can go through your software, find these patients that have not either canceled, didn't show, or were never scheduled, and we call them and we schedule them for you. So insurance verification, eAsisst team will ensure that you know the specific details of your patient insurance coverage at the time of treatment planning. So when the patient arrives, we do verification 4 to 3 days prior to the visit, the appointment. So by the time the patient comes to your practice, that verification is complete, done, and either put it through the software or put it through a HIPAA compliant spreadsheet that we share with the office, and the office will then put that in the system themselves. Well, we'll go over that, like I said. So here we go. So there are 2 types of insurance verifications that eAsisst provide. One, it is data entry, which is what I said. We will gather all that information that I just discussed, including the percentages, the maximas, the deductibles, if they've been met or not been met. We put all that information directly, 100% accuracy, 4 business days prior to the patient's appointment directly to your software. So you will let us know which those patients are by a system that we have, which ones you do want a verification, and we'll put all that right directly to your patient software, to your patient account. Each breakdown of benefits and all that information that I've been discussing is going directly to the insurance, to the patient chart in the computer. So the second way that we do it is a non-data entry, which will also collect the same information 4 business days prior to your appointment. Will complete all the same information. However, that would be shared to a HIPAA secure share folder. We'll share that share folder with the office, and the office will then retrieve that data and input in the patient charts in the computer. So the office will have to do that part. They don't have to get the information, but they will have to do the entering data, the office themselves. Those are the 2 options that eAsisst offer at the moment. Dental insurance billing. eAsisst submit clean claims, post EOBs, and do everything in our power to get your over 90 to a 0 and keeping it there. What does it mean, clean claims? We send your claims every 24 hours after they've been batched. We look at the attachments. We look at the narratives. If there's something that it doesn't look like the claim is going to be paid, we'll add it and pivot the claim the way that we know. We have expertise. You know, everyone that works for eAsisst have the experience of knowing how and what these claims need to be paid. So that's what it means. Sending clean claims is adding and any additional information we find in the patient's chart to that claim to be paid. We post the EOBs again every 24 hours. We receive the payments via a scanner. We post those payments to the patient account, and we add the EOBs to a folder in your desktop. And again, we work your aging by making sure that anything in the over 90 decreases to a 0. We do send narratives if needed. We do appeals, and that's part of dental insurance billing. So to reiterate what I just said, so part of the dental insurance billing promises is to collect what's 100% rightfully owed to the dentist. Again, sending that claim complete with all the attachments, x-rays, narratives, knowing that you're going to get paid 100% for that claim. We submit that claim within 1 business days after the office have been batched the claims. We post all payments to patient ledger with 1 business day, again, every 24 hours after receiving that scan with the payments. We follow up with notes in your computer system every 10 to 14 days after they hit 30 days in aging. And we follow up after that to make sure that that payment is coming. And last but not least, we get your insurance over 90 to near 0, and we keep it there by making sure that all those steps coming from the insurance verification portion to sending a clean claim to follow up with denials or rejections to make sure that that is, clean and keeping at a 0. For full transparency, we also add a daily report that you receive from us every single day that contains the information of what we've done. That will have production collections, collection ratio, total outstanding claims, total outstanding insurance receivables, total outstanding patient accountables receivable, and much more. So from that report, the eAsisst you'll find information that's vital to you understanding what's going on with each claim as well. But you get that on a daily basis. We are here to deliver peace of mind. We are here to take off your plate and let you pay attention to the patient that's in front of you. We offer a variety of also special services that you might need a different kind of service, and we can form that for you as well. I hope this was informative, and if you have any questions, please type it on the chat, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.